Hello guys and welcome back to the show. Today I'm Akhil and Sampath, and today we will be doing something called ratio and proportion. So what we will be learning in this chapter is ratio, proportion, and finally sums. Okay, so firstly let's tell what is ratio. A ratio is two numbers written in the form of A is to B, where A and B are in the simplest form. Now actually if you see, they are the comparison between A and B. Okay, so now let's just finish this here. Let's take select. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. Let's put this over here. So there is a difference between these two, so you can actually see. Now we know what is ratio. Now we don't know what is proportion. So what do you mean by proportion? Let's take that down. Proportion is actually two ratios written in the form of A is to B such that B is to C. Now let's take the example for these. Now let A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 6. Now ratio will be obviously 2 is to 6, but you need to simplify it. So 2 divided by 6 is equal to 1 by 3 is equal to 1 is to 3. So this is what we get as a ratio. To find the proportion, let us take a simple sum. Let me first clear up this page completely. One sec. So clear all. Okay, so now that we have cleared all, let's take a simple sum. Find x. Here let's take 12 is to 3 such that 14 is to x. Yeah, 14 is to x. How do you find x? Simple, with the formula product of extremes is equal to product of means. Now let's just take a drawing. Now let's finish off the text. Now let me just explain to you what are extremes and what are means. Now these two that you see here, 3 and 14, okay, so let's take that sum. 3 is to 12 is to 3 such that 14 is to x. Now in this, 3 and 14 are means, while 12, select this, while 12 and x are extremes. Now, so to find the actual x, we need to use that proportion formula. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Now in this case it will be 12x is equal to 3 uh, 3 into 14. So x is equal to 14 into 3 divided by 12, which in this case will be, so so 40 something, so 42 by 12. No, it's not gonna come. So it's gonna be like, if you actually simplify it with 2, it is going to be like 2 6 and 2 21, then 3 2 3 7, then it's going to be like, so 7 divided by 2, again we should put it in decimals. So 2 3s are, then 10, so 1 actually, point 10, so 5, so 3.5 is x. So enter x is equal to 3.5. So with the simple formula of product of extremes is equal to product of means, we were able to find x, which is 3.5. Now if you take actually instead of 12, if you take like 42, so what is, so 42 by 2 will be like 21. So if you take 7 7 3 4 28 55 42 6 are, so 7 into 6 would be like simple, more simple. So instead of 3, if I would have taken like 7 or something, and actually instead of 12, if I would have taken 7, then it would be like 3 into 14 by 7, so 7 ones are 7 twos are, and 3 twos are 6. So basically x would be 6 at that time. So we have our simple answer to our simple sum, which is 3.5. So that's the answer. So we have our answer, and I should put the 2 underlines. So this is only proportion. So now in proportion there are other stuff. So in proportion you get find the third proportion. So how do you find the third proportion? If you heard my dad, I'm sorry. So how do you find the third proportion? The third proportion is found, okay, let's give you like 2 and 7. So now how do you get this third proportion? It is 2. Now instead of that like 4 and all that, you get only 7. So you, instead of any other number, you put 2 is to 7, such that 7 is to x. Now again you go to the same formula, product of extremes is equal to product of means, then you get 2x is equal to 7 into 7, which will be, okay, let's just get this, 2x is equal to 49, x is equal to 49 divided by 2. So basically it's gonna be like 2, then 4, 1 second, then 4, then point. So 24.5 is the answer for the third proportion, which means like it's going to be like 2 is to 7, such that 7 is to 24.5. Now let's leave this much. You're gonna get, okay, let's just leave this. You will be getting another sum, which will be like find the middle proportion or something. So let me just check that out. Find the so fourth proportion is what we did before this, mean proportion. Find the mean proportion. So mean proportion will be like, let's take the same numbers 2 and 7. So it's going to be like 2 is to x, such that x is to 7. Now it's going to be like 2 into 7 is equal to x square. So let's put this x square. So it's going to be like x square. So now x square is equal to, sorry, enter, x square is equal to x square is equal to 14. X is equal to, so x is equal to square root of 14. So now square root of 14 will be something like other stuff which we cannot do. So it's a square root. Let me just put sq dot rt of of 14. So now this is going to be the mean proportion. So this is mean proportion, this is the third proportion. Now fourth proportion is what we did before this. So this is gonna be pretty much, that's it. So thank you for being with me for 12 excruciating, not so excruciating minutes. Okay, so anyways, may God bless you. May you be healthy at all times.